Suncheon city is a small city in west of Korea. It only has 250,000 people living here. Suncheon area itself is known for its flatlands, wetlands, beautiful nature, good food. I'm gonna show you a couple of sites around Suncheon. Some of them are the nature areas and some others man-made. Our first destination at Suncheon is at the Sky Cube. This is a small capsule that rides around the park. Oh, we're turning! And luckily we came here at the right hour because we caught the capsule through ourselves. It's basically, let's say, a capsule for maximum 6 people. But right now we can enjoy the views of the park, just only me and Dion. And the ride will take around 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, it's actually getting really fast. It's like a small attraction ride, but...
Is it too fast?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Everything in Korea is pali-pali, meaning fast, including the Sky Cube. With the Sky Cube, we have a round trip, but it works like this. First, you come to the one side of the park. Then you hop on a bus that shows you around at the far side of the park. You can see the surrounding. That's a little bit more wild because the main beginning of the park is more like man-made, beautiful mountains that are all shaped by man. But here at the moment where we are, we're probably gonna see the wetland fields, the swamps and everything. But first, let's get on a bus. Suncheon is not only wetlands, nature, parks, it's also a really good place to, when you really like the old traditional Korean houses, the hanok buildings, you can also find really well conditioned hanok that you can stay at. There are also a lot of specific areas you can see old Korean buildings, and if you're into architecture, if you're into those cool looking buildings, then Suncheon is the place to come. So now we hopped on a bus and heading for the excursion to see the surrounding area.
With this cute little bus.
Now we arrived at the reed fields. You can see on both sides. Behind me, on the other side, are fresh reed fields. This wetland is muddy, it has swamps, it has the reeds. Suncheon is also one of the most biodiverse areas in all of Korea because of the huge amount of flatlands, the wets. There are so many birds, bugs, all other creatures, and you can find a lot of documentaries about the nature of those wetland areas. So just YouTube it, Google it, and learn about the area a little bit more, because my stupid head doesn't know everything, so I cannot give you that much information, but at least I can show you around. If you look really close into the mud fields, you can see small crabs running around. If you're really brave, you can also jump inside of the mud and see how deep you will be sucked. But don't do this. This is not on me. Like, don't blame me if you do this, right? When you travel to the typical places in Korea, you go to Seoul, you go to Busan, you always are surrounded by the mountains. So it's really weird to see, after all the travels that we did, to see this huge flatlands. There are some mountains of course around, so this is, in the end, this is Korea, but the flatlands are enormous here. This is also why Suncheon should be visited, because the nature here is different, and Kayong is looking for banchan, side dishes, small crabs. She's super into it. Seriously, come here. You can see the sunset behind me, don't you? Sunset, the fields, Suncheon. So this time I pronounced the name right, Suncheon. You need to see this place. It's a little bit hard to get here. You have to find the right bus, but itself, everything is close to the city. You can just ask the taxi to bring you here, or you can walk if you are in the central part of the city. But please come to this area. The nature here is just so amazing when it comes to Korea. Because Korea, always mountains. Mountains are also beautiful, but this wetlands is like nothing else. Not only can you see the crabs, there are also the... You can also see the mudfish here together with the crabs. They move so fast. They look so weird. It's like small aliens come out of the ground and just, wow, they fight with each other. Wow, this is true live nature. And if those fish are too disgusting for you, then just enjoy the mud fields. I see a rare bird. You can hear her. Listen. If you're at the Suncheon Wetlands, be aware of the Saurus, Raptorus, Birdus, Flyos.
That's scary.
But now I'm serious. Whoever is into bird watching, I think this is also a place you can spend a whole day just seeing all the different birds. We've seen a couple of interesting small ones flying around, but if you spend here a longer time, you can see more. If you're into this kind of thing, you know. Two main animals you can see in this area are goggle-eyed gobies and red-clawed crab. They have only one huge claw. But the goggle-eyed gobies, they are a little bit peculiar if you see them. They come out from the waters and then they have this front legs and they go like... I feel like this is how evolution happened. We came out of the water and then we just moved to the future.
And one fun fact about this red-clawed crab in Korean, I can see it's called beef crab. It's mainly because these crabs are secretly going into like someone's kitchen, and then they are stealing some food. So that's why they are called in Korean like beef crabs.
If you get lucky, you can swing under the giraffe's belly.
This giraffe has been made at 19,400.
In the Suncheon National Park, you have a lot of parks that are representing different country park styles. For example, they have Chinese, Japanese, German, Netherlands, Spain, and so many other ones. We're heading now into the Chinese one and see, do we get the Chinese feel there or not? But first we have to go through the portal. You have to touch this tree because it's called money tree. But don't take the leaves, just touch it so money will come. Or goes, I don't know. I don't want. All the bridges here, they remind me of the bridge from Spirited Away when Sen meets Oct-Jan. This stone is running away. Wow. Funny, the statues are made to look so cute, and also the illustrations of the fish that we saw before in the mud fields. Actually, they're so creepy and disgusting looking. It's like small aliens coming out of the mud and then with their front so-called arms just moving around. When you come from entrance, you can see right away the man-made spiral mountains and flies. And in the middle it has this really long bridge that goes between those spiral mountains or the spiral hills, and then you can just walk around and see every single one of them, and the bridge leads us through the spiral hills into, I think it's maybe some outside theater or
Creek style.
Creek style, you know, this theater. And also there are different passageways on the bridge itself. You can walk on top on the spiral hill, and then we gonna go on one of them so we could enjoy the views from a little bit higher up and see the surroundings. And Kayong is fighting with the small flies. There are a lot of them. I just made it on top of the hill, and you can see here how big this entire park is. You need several hours to go every corner. This is where the bridge is heading to. This rainbow at the end of the bridge. And the Chinese garden was over there. You can see the palace or bathroom is, yeah, the palace is the bathroom. And many of the other parks or international, like the German or Dutch, Spanish, Japanese parks, they're somewhere over there. Ah, it's beautiful here. And also tons of flies. And also one of the fly fighters just arrived here. Yo.